All right, Jim Clausen stopping by, and we were getting a chance to talk at first through the email. Everybody got to see the Chihuahuas that are now in the care of the Idaho Humane Society that have come up from California. That means that 60 dogs are now going out into the world in Boise.
That's
so
right.
probably a good time to go over some tips again as far as adopting a dog.
That's right. With these small dogs, and I don't know, I didn't read the whole entire story. Did it come from a puppy mill or a hoarding situation? At least a hoarding situation when you have 60 dogs coming from one place. So what you want to make sure you do is take your time when you're introducing this dog. Don't force love and affection on them right away. They may have never received love and affection before, so go with what the dog tells you. For example, when I rescued Rocco, I spent the first couple of days just letting him get used to me. I brought him in the house. I put him in a crate. I let him watch my family. We went on walks. I didn't expect a lot from him. And so when these new dogs come in, that's probably what's going to happen is they're going to be fearful. They're going to be anxious. They're going to be really submissive. They don't know. They just got pulled from what they felt was a safe home to a better home. And so they may not want to just jump up in your arms and get love and affection. And that's okay. As you develop the relationship with them, that's going to build. That will get stronger.
When you first get into the Humane Society, I'm imagining this is going to be overwhelming. You're going to see just cages of dogs.
Yeah.
How do you choose?
Well, I look for dogs that want to engage with me. Like you notice Rocco does it every time I come here. He comes up, he's bumping your hand.
Yep.
And that was one thing that when I got him, he was constantly wanting to engage with me. He came up to me and he would just poke at me and say, hey, pay attention to me. And so when I first got him, I didn't respond to him right away because I didn't know if he was going to be aggressive. I didn't know if he was submissive. And so I spent a lot of time just watching him. So when you're there, if a dog comes up and is engaging, is looking in your eyes, is bumping your hands, is licking the cage trying to get your attention, that'd be one that I would probably take out, take on a little walk, and I would watch them. Do they show signs of anxiety? How do they respond to the other dogs? You know, there are some dogs that are going to be much more outgoing and social, and other dogs that are going to be much more fearful. But really, it doesn't matter. You can shape and mold them in your environment as long as you take the time and do it slow and right versus fast and wrong.
Dogs that were together already, is there something to maybe adopting 2 dogs at a time, companionship thing?
I would not adopt 2 dogs at the same time, especially when they come from a hoarding situation, and here's why. Dogs are not born with the ability to speak English. They only speak dog. So if I sent you to Russia and I said, I want you to learn Russian, but you stayed with an American family, could you still learn Russian? You could, but it would take a long time. If I put you with a Russian family that spoke limited English, you get a lot faster. Same thing with your dog. If you bring a dog that's from a hoarding situation, was only raised with other dogs, and you put them with other dogs, they're going to develop a bond with the other dogs. If you give them individual time with the humans, they're going to develop that bond with humans. So I'd recommend starting with 1, develop the bond, get their confidence up, shape and mold them the way you want, and then bring a second dog in.
All right, so many of those dogs are available right now, as we've mentioned. You can obviously do your part and adopt those through the Idaho Humane Society. Meantime, if you have any questions for our dog guru, I don't dare call you the dog whisperer because, well, that might be trademarked. But
I think it is.
You can always go to the boise.sitmeansit.com. There's the email to us. Got a question? Let us know, and Jim will answer it for you. Rocco, thanks so much for stopping by. Appreciate that. Jim, you too. I didn't want you to think that, yeah.